I, this morning, got my list together for my Hoya collection video. Last year, well, a little bit over a year ago, I did my first Hoya collection video and I had 18 varieties. I'm a little bit in shock. I didn't expect that I would have so many that I have. Yeah, I can't believe it. So I have 70 Hoya for you today. Oh my word, what have I got myself into? Yeah, definitely. I'm deep down the Hoya rabbit hole, deep down. But yeah, today I'm going to be showing you my entire Hoya collection. So buckle up, get a cup of coffee or tea, get cozy, and get ready for a lot of Hoya. Hello everyone, welcome to my jungle story. I'm Jacqueline. Oh, yeah, this is my first video with my short hair, and this is the shortest I've ever gone, and I'm not used to it, so I don't really know how I feel about it, but it's definitely very, very practical. It's like the definition of mom hair, that's for sure, but I'm not used to it. It's like, I don't really know how I feel with it. But anyway, we're going to get into the Hoyas because I have a lot to cover today. And I'm going to start off in this corner behind me because I have quite a lot of Hoyas here. I have a lot of Hoyas on a south-facing window and actually on a north-facing window. So Hoyas that I noticed that burn a lot easier or just like need a little bit more time adjusting to the south-facing window, I put them here. And not only that, also because I have so many Hoya that I just have to, I have to see where I put everything. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 pages full of Hoya. I have not done them in any order whatsoever. That would be way too difficult to rank them. And probably my more newer Hoyas are at the top of the list. But again, 70 Hoya, that would be a lot of work, and B, way too difficult. I can't pick favorites when it comes to my Hoya. Well, I could, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to start off over here. I'm just going to have to work my way through the list because I've just written them all down. But first up is, again, in no order whatsoever, this is the Hoya Tequila Sunrise. And this is one that I recently with you guys restarted because it was growing kind of weird and wonky and I didn't really like the look of it, and I wanted to put it on a trellis. So I've put it on, this whole setup is from Planspectrum with the acrylic trellises, these pots with the anchor. You can see like a black piece here, that is an anchor to hold the trellis in place so that it doesn't wobble and it's stable. It's a pot that's got a lot of aeration, and then this cover pot which fits in here perfectly, and you can also just slide it off, and there's actually still a little bit of water in there. But yeah, it's really easy, really practical, and my Hoyas love it. Lots of aeration. All of these slits just provides all the aeration that the plant needs. And yeah, I do have a little box on here for thrips. I don't know if they're actually working anymore. I've had them for a couple of weeks, so it might be over. But yeah, anyway, this one can sun stress really, really pretty. I've actually traded and sold quite a couple of cuttings from this one because I did have a more fuller plant. But again, like I said, it was just growing really, really funny. That is the latest leaf. Like that's actually the first leaf that it's given me since the cut. And there is a tendril here. So that is positive. It's growing, it's doing well. And as for roots, I can see some nice roots in there. So it's doing well. Nothing much more to say on this one. It's a little bit more on the slower side, but I do like the foliage. And this one can also sun stress. I mean, it's called the Tequila Sunrise, so it can sun stress very, 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 very nicely. But I used to have this one on the south-facing window, and we had a couple of days where it was like intense heat, and I have this film on my south-facing window, but this one was like just at the spot where there was no film, so it was getting direct sun, and it did burn. I did already take that leaf off, but yeah, I did have to move it. Oh, you're also a little bit dusty. Yeah, heating's been on a lot lately, so that's to be expected. But yeah, it's an easy one. It's just a little bit more on the slower side. And then next to it is one that I actually potted up recently. Oh no. Oh no. It's only got... Yeah, okay, never mind. It doesn't have any more. This is actually a cutting that one of you guys gave me. Thank you again, Kim. This is the Hoya Rebecca. And I love the foliage on this one, but I'll pop a picture up. This one has actually flowered for me twice now. And I've also, because I also have a cutting here, which I'll show you guys because I didn't do that long ago. And it's already rooting. What is going on? Can you see in there? It's like already rooted. A week ago I did that. It's already rooting. It does, I've noticed that Hoyas that I put in this akebach, yeah, they do love the environment. I've got SANSI grow lights in there. It's nice and warm in there because of the grow lights, and it's just the perfect conditions for them. I don't see any, this one did have actually quite a lot of, oh no, I do. Here at the bottom, I can already see roots, like that's amazing. But yeah, I did chop this one up. So this one was actually a lot longer, but you saw that other piece that I cut off. But yeah, this one has bloomed for me twice. And the blooms, they are like the lacunosa and the corneana blooms, but they're pink. It's like pink and fluffy, and oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. But yeah, this one has been a really, really easy one. So this is definitely one that I will propagate a lot in the future. My mom's already said that she also wants one. And yeah, see how quickly it propagates. That'll be no problem. I got it in this little pot. The only thing with these like tower pots is I struggle to find. Yeah, if you see a lot of my pots have like chips and dents, it's because these pots, a lot of them are from my work, and if they have a chip or a dent and they've been there for a while, we can't really ask the supplier for, you know, like a refund or anything like that. So they usually just go to the container, and I just take them home because it's still useful. Maybe I just need to put some like brown marker on there and then you won't see it. So yeah, if you see a lot of pots with chips, that's why. But yeah, Hoya Rebecca, such a cutie, and I love it. Oh yeah, there's lots of little peduncles everywhere. I do have to say it blooms very quickly, but it's also over very quickly, which is kind of sad. But anyway, I appreciate it. And it smells, it doesn't smell like the lacunosa and the corneana. It's, I don't know. It's more of like a floral, I don't know how to describe it. It's slightly different to that one, but I do like that one. This one I have not taken out of its spot since I've put it in its spot. This one, in one of my favorite pots. This is the Hoya erythrina. I think that's the right way of saying it. But yeah, all the names will be on screen. I'm also going to try and pop in the pictures of all of the blooms as well, because it's fun for you guys, but also fun for me, because I do have a lot of Hoya that have bloomed, but you know, it's also fun to see again the ones that have not bloomed yet. So yeah, the Hoya erythrina, this was one that was not necessarily one that I wanted to get, but when I saw it and it was on sale, I got this one from Downtown Plant Club. I did go ahead and get it. I didn't pay a lot for it. I think I only paid like 14 euros for it or something. It was already quite a full one, but I'm so glad that I've gotten it because I've just fallen in love with this Hoya. It gets, I'm gonna move you guys so you guys can see better. I have a grow light right here, but I've moved it so it's not right in my face, but I want you guys to see the plants. This is the one of the latest leaves. It's huge, but look at that veining on it. And this one can also sun stress. I mean, a lot of Hoya can sun stress really nicely, but it's so pretty. The leaves also like kind of ruffly, but yeah, very, very pretty one. Very fast grower. It's got shoots here everywhere. And it does also, I've also, with my entire Hoya collection, I've been battling with root mealies. So I have been treating that, and I guess today I'm gonna check if it's actually worked. But so far I have not seen any. But it does have a good root system. It's just a really easy, low maintenance Hoya. I forget about this one so frequently, It's because it's kind of like tucked in a corner here. It does have a grow light on it. And I do look at this. Oh, this is another new leaf. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I do look at it quite frequently because it's got beautiful foliage, but I do forget to water it. That is definitely something I need to work on with that plant, but it doesn't seem to mind. There's all the Hoya on this little table here. I'm just going to show you where they are. So yeah, got this little table in the corner here. I have a SANSI grow lights in this plant stand. Those plant stands from IKEA. And yeah, I've got those 3 Hoyas on there. And then this shelf here, I'll work my way, I'll start at the bottom here. This is my Hoya clemensorium. I know there's lots of different varieties of clemensorium because I'm going to show you another variety later on. That one looks, you can see they're definitely clemensorium, but they both look very different. I really need to dust my Hoyas off. Like, that's bad. But yeah, anyway, this is one that's been a little bit on the slower side. The leaves are also not that big, which is what I wanted. It's giving me a new leaf there. But I do think I need to put this one into a bigger pot. I don't know. It's kind of, there's roots everywhere. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm not being on top of watering because it's drying out very, very quickly in this pot, that's for sure. But yeah, it's not what I expected when I got the clemensorium because it was a wish list Hoya and I was expecting like big leaves, but I just ordered this online. I didn't pick this specific one, which I do kind of regret with this one. It's still a very, very pretty one. It's very low maintenance. It's a little bit on the slower side. I do have this really long tendril here, so maybe I need to, I mean, look at those aerial roots on there. All those bumps, jeez. Maybe I do just need to give it a trellis and then maybe it will kick into action. Because some Hoyas will do that. They need the support more than others. Nothing more to say about this one. I was expecting more, but it's still a very, very pretty one. Maybe it's a different species within the clemensorium family because the one that I have, that I recently got, is what I wanted when I think of clemensorium. But again, there's so many different species that you never really know what you're going to get. So yeah, there's that one. And there's actually water at the bottom, but because it's not... Yeah, maybe I need to put that one in a different pot. Maybe that will be better watering wise. And then next to it, this one's very exciting because I don't know what happened to that peduncle. Maybe my daughter came along. Just the other night, my parents were here and I noticed that this plant had 2 peduncles on it. One was here, but it's snapped off. The other one is here. Don't focus on me. Can you see it there? Yeah, I don't know. This is a callistophylla of some kind. I don't know which one. Some of you guys have told me that it might be the Borneo one, or I don't know. It definitely does look different to my like OG callistophylla. Oh yeah, dusty again. But I don't know which one. Maybe it's the Borneo one. Maybe it's not. Oh dear. I was going to say this one's also a little bit on the slower side. Maybe it's because it's putting its energy into those peduncles because I do think that might, yeah, that looks like it's been snapped off. That could be my daughter. But that peduncle there, come on, focus, does look like it's going to do something, that it's not going to burst. I don't know, we'll see what happens. There's another juicy one there. I can't see it anywhere though. Maybe I've already vacuumed it up. But it is rooted very nicely. I need to go into a bigger pot, but I didn't see root mealies there either, so I think the bugs are working. I had to do 2 rounds of the good bugs for the root mealies because I did have it quite bad. But yeah, this callistophylla is so pretty. I got this in a tiny little boutique store in Ghent, Lunico, I think it is. Yeah, they had these. I think I only paid like €5 for this, and I got it specifically for this leaf because it's a very, very big leaf, and it's starting to now finally give me big leaves again. But I mean, the foliage is stunning. It's beautiful. So yeah, okay, not 100% sure which one this is. Maybe it's the Borneo, who knows? Who knows? But it's a very pretty one. And if it does bloom for me, it'll be the first callistophylla in my collection that has bloomed. Next up, this one, it's already grown so much. This is my rotundiflora. This is one that I got in the Netherlands. Actually, Nariza went to pick up. Oh no, I can still see root mealies in here. Bugger. Not a lot. Oh, there's a spider living in here as well. Okay. I'm going to put it back in the pot. I was going to show you. Root system's not amazing. I did get this as quite a small plant. But yeah, I did see more root mealies there, unfortunately, which is sad. I also got some leaves here that look kind of That's my daughter sticking a finger in there. But this one's got such cool foliage. They also like fuzzy. It's really cool. I don't know, I was kind of thinking about putting it on a trellis, but it does seem to grow nicely like this, and it's very low maintenance. So those new little baby leaves, look at that, it's so cute. Yeah, it seems to be very low maintenance, so I'm just going to leave it be. And it's growing really nicely. It's still, usually if Hoyas are not giving me any foliage, but they are giving me growth, if that makes sense, like they're tendriling but not actually giving me leaves, then I will put it on a trellis. But this one is a very fast grower and it's still giving me leaves, so I think I'm just going to leave it like this. But yeah, very cool, unusual one. I love the shape of the leaves. It's so cool. Then I have some cuttings here, which I desperately need to do something with because you can't. Look at all those roots. Yeah, I still have all of the tags on here, so ooh. This is the one thing with the SANSI grow lights, is that if I have Hoyas that I want them to sun stress really, really nicely, I put them under a SANSI grow light because they just absolutely love it. But I've got two cuttings in here, but this first one here, do you see like the purpliness in it? Oh, this is a obovata splash. It's already giving me some new growth here. Oh, there. It's so pretty. So pretty. And this one, yeah, oh dear, I'm gonna have a problem here getting these two. Yeah, they've both rooted like crazy. There was also a bhutanica on here, but I don't think that's gonna do anything. It's just obviously focusing on growth now, because I did buy this one as a cutting. So, but that purpliness in the leaf there, it's so cool. Yeah. I think I'm really going to love this one. I think this one is going to have to go on a trellis though, because, I mean, that leaf alone is quite heavy and thick. And then next to it is a polyneura broget. I don't know how you say that. But yeah, it's a really, really pretty silvery one. Also rooted like crazy. This one is not giving me any new growth, but I can see something happening there. Like in the middle there, if you can see. But oh, it's so pretty. I love silver Hoya. I love it. And these leaves, I mean, look how big they are. They're big. So yeah, two very, very happy Hoya. I know I've got 3 stickers on here, but it's because the one I had to take out because they were rooting, all 3 of them, they were rooting like crazy, so I had to take it out. But yeah, those are those 2 Hoyas that I can't wait to pot up. And then the other one is this one, which hasn't rooted as, I'm not going to take it out because I'm going to damage those roots. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in there, but there are some crazy roots in there. But it's also giving me active growth. So I do think I'm going to be able to pot this one up. And again, do you see the purpliness? That's from the SANSI grow lights. So this is I did write it down, but I have 3 pages full, so by the time I try and find that one, this one is the waymaniae kapua. I think that's the right way of saying it. I have no idea. But yeah, as you can see, I love silver Hoya and splashy Hoya, and this one is just, it's also a very thick one. And it's growing really nicely there. And yeah, amazing roots. Again, I need to do something with this. Oh, the algae is quite bad in here. This is a green vessel, so it's kind of hard to tell, but there's quite a lot of algae in there, so I need to do something with that. Yeah, it is right under the grow light, so that is normal. But yeah, those are 3 recent cuttings that I got. I got them at the beginning of September, I think. Then this one, roots. No, this one I did put a lot of good bugs in this one because this one had it quite bad. So this, I used to have a much bigger Hoya Wilbur Graves, but I cut mine up because it did have mealies. Not bad, but it was also growing funny. So I wanted to start over with it. I've actually already almost sold all of those cuttings. It seems to be quite a popular Hoya, but for some reason the new growth is not as splashy as I might just put some more cuttings in here because I still have a couple. But it does have very, very nice roots. I find that anything carnosa related has such juicy roots. I need to water this actually. There is a new leaf here in the middle that does look like it's quite got some nice splashiness to it. But yeah, I do love this Hoya. I mean, yeah, these leaves are not super, super splashy, but even just the sun stressing, again, because of the SANSI grow lights, is so, so pretty. And the thickness, and I've still got, I bought this as a 1-leaf cutting. I've still got the original leaf here that I bought it for. You see there in the pot? It's so, so silver. So yeah, it's a promising one. Once you take cuttings, it can happen. Growth might, not be as splashy, but I know it will come back. I've also got a new growth shoot here that's come out. So yeah, Hoya Wilbur Graves. I want to get this one trailing. This one was on a trellis, but again, it was looking funny and it had root mealy, so I thought I'm just going to start over. The cuttings are actually, they're in a prop box, so it's normal that they grow a little bit faster, but they're doing really, really well. So yeah, maybe I'll just pot up some more cuttings with that one, get it to looking a little bit fuller. And then this one is finally doing something. This is the Hoya species Germany. It's got huge leaves, very, very big, but look, it's finally growing. Also bought this one as a cutting. Checking for root mealies. I don't see any. I don't think this one had any though, but it does have very satisfying roots. Yeah, I've got the tag on there. I only paid €5 for this cutting, and it had these 2 leaves already. This is the new growth. And it is one that's taken a little bit longer, and the leaves do look a lot better now because they were bleaching a little bit. I also had this one in the Akbar, and I think it was a little bit too close to the light and it just didn't appreciate it. So now it's here under the shelf. Also has grow lights, but just like a little bit. It's also got a grow light coming from here, but that's further away. So I think it appreciates a little bit lower light than what I was giving it. But it's got beautiful big leaves. Again, I think this one will also be one that I need to put on a trellis. I don't know where I'm going to put all of these Hoyas once they get so big, but it's on the slower side, so it's gonna take a while. But it's such a pretty one, so pretty. Also, probably need to give this one a trellis. This was a rescue mission, and I do think I have a cutting in here that might be a goner because those leaves look a little bit But, I still got root mealies in here. Oh, you bugger. You see them in there? They're like white spots. Because some of you guys said, are you sure they're not like spores? But I've seen them, if you sit down long enough and look at them, you can see them moving. So it's definitely not that. It's a bugger. But anyway, yeah, there's a couple, I think there's like 3 cuttings in here. This was a callistophylla that I rescued, but I've discovered that this one here is actually, so I have 2. I think I have a regular callistophylla, but then again, that also looks very different to my OG. And then I've got this one, which I'm almost 100% certain that this is the black cat. You can see the foliage is very different to the other cuttings in the pot. So this was actually a wish list Hoya. I put this on my wish list. It's not one that I would necessarily go out and buy now just because I have so many callistophylla varieties. I'm kind of like, well, I don't really need another one that looks quite similar. But the black cat, I mean, if that is what this is, which I think it is so, so pretty. The black in the leaves, yeah. It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Oh, yeah. And again, it's tendriling like crazy. I do think I need to give this one a trellis as well. It's growing a lot quicker than my regular callistophylla, so I think it's definitely a different species, but I guess I'll never know what it is. But this one does look very black cat-esque. Very pretty. But yeah, these were all rescues. I just potted them all up together. And they're all doing great. If the root mealies would just leave them alone, that would be also great. But that one's also just living on this little shelf. You can see, those are all the Hoyas I just showed you. And at the bottom here as well, these don't get that much light. But they still seem to be happy. But I do love this little shelf. And then at the top here, this one of my favorite Hoyas at the moment. Very fragile. I just thought that was a mealy, but it's not. It had a little blood spot. Also in one of my favorite pots, this is like the miniature version of the one that the erythrina is in. No root mealies. It's doing well. It's rooted very nicely in there. This was also a cutting. This was just a 2-leaf cutting that I bought at my bhutanica in Horton. So that was in May, the 24th of May. And it's already given me all of this growth. And it was an unrooted cutting, so it still had to root. And it's actually, you can see here, I've made a cut because you can actually see these leaves here are quite white. And there's like a full white leaf here. But it was giving me all white leaves. So I did cut right at the point where it might still give me okay leaves. But it's made 3 offshoots. So this is one, this is one, and yeah, this like super, super white one here is also one. It is one that has battled spider mites a couple of times. You can see here I've got a leaf that's got quite bad damage. But I mean, look at the backs of the leaves as well. It's just such a pretty Hoya. Polyneura is definitely one of my favorite varieties of Hoya. And I've got some new leaves here. So, so pretty. And here as well, look at the little baby leaves. They're so cute. But it's doing well, doing very, very well. This one was also in my acabar, but I started noticing that it was bleaching. So Polyneura is not necessarily one that needs incredibly high light. So I've just taken it out of the cabinet. It's next to the cabinet, but it is getting shaded by a strelitzia and another Hoya as well. But yeah, I love this little one. It's Hoya Polyneura Alta variegated. I would also really love the inner variegated, but that one's a little bit more expensive. But I do love it. I do love it. It's cute. Very cute. Not really baby-ish anymore. It's grown quite a lot. And then I'm gonna have to get into my cabinet. A lot of these are plants that I started from cuttings that I got at plant markets, because you see that a lot at plant markets is people selling just cuttings, unrooted cuttings. I just really enjoy growing them like this because already their first roots are created in your environment. So acclimating wise, they don't have to do a lot of acclimating. And usually if you give them warmth, highlight, and like a little bit of humidity, I find that Hoyas don't necessarily need that, but just like a little bit, it does boost it, and they do really, really great. This one's got a lot of algae, so I can't see a lot of roots, but I can see them in there. Oh, I've got a little peduncle. Yeah, this is my Hoya Bella, the outer variegated. It's doing very well. It's branched out 3 times as well, because when I got it, I think it was just this main one here in the middle. And I also see, it's like teeny tiny. Oh, there's actually 2. Yeah, the Hoya Bella is one that can bloom very easily, but I can see there's like a little peduncle there, and there's another one here. But it's very, very pretty. It's also one, the new growth is like the variegation is like really pinky. But it's such a pretty one, such a pretty one. I also at the same time actually got the inner variegated one, which is the one that I really, really wanted. But these cuttings, they were only like €5 for a cutting, and they were quite decent size. I mean, if you can see, the bigger leaves were the one that was with the cutting, and it's doing very, very well. But yeah, I wanted the inner variegated one, but I did unfortunately lose that one. That one was very temperamental, very temperamental. But yeah, there's that one. And I might as well stay on the note of Hoya Bella, which is not in the cabinet. It's behind me here, but this is just my regular Hoya Bella. And this is actually, these were also cuttings that I took off my mom's mother plant. She bought a very, very big one from my work. It was on a trellis, and I didn't want it to be that big. So I took some cuttings off hers. It's rooting nicely in there. I have had to restart this plant twice because it's definitely one that's a little bit more finicky when it comes to watering. I can see some leaves that are a little bit wrinkled, which means that I do need to water this again. Yeah, you do have to be on top of watering with the Hoya Bellas. So that's where I'm struggling like a little bit. I just noticed there's peanut butter in this pot. What the heck? Anyway, yeah, it's just a little bit more finicky. So maybe that's why I lost the inner variegated one, is because it's got more higher variegation, so it's more sensitive, I guess. But I mean, I think I've got a really cute little nice full plant here. These cuttings have already bloomed as well, but again, these cuttings were from a very mature mother plant. And I think, oh, there's a peduncle right here. You see? I think my mom's mother plant, I mean, that thing was huge. It had lots of peduncles. It's bloomed a couple of times. I think these also had some peduncles. I don't know. But it was a very mature plant, so there is that. But since I restarted it, this is the second time, it's doing a lot better. I actually rooted them in water. I waited a little bit longer until they had more roots, and it seems to be doing better. Seems to be doing better. So yeah. I've got that one living here. So those are my two Hoya Bellas that I've got. Still want the inner variegated one. Even though I did struggle with it, I do still want to give it a go. And then this one. This cabinet is actually all full of cuttings that I got. I think, oh my word, they're all full of cuttings that I got off Perfect Hoya. No, not all of them. I've got the Hoya Rebecca. But yeah, and I've got the heuschkeliana, which was also a cutting from my mom. But anyway, all the rest are all from Perfect Hoya. She's always got such great prices on cuttings, and I just love buying cuttings. So this one is the Hoya quinquenervia. Also got a lot of algae, but this one's got some juicy, oh, there's actual like something growing in there. Seems to be happy with it. So you see there? Some type of fungal thing happening there, but hey ho, it's happy. But yeah, this one's got quite nice juicy roots. But there it is. I bought it with this leaf and this leaf. And yeah, it's already given me 3 leaves. It's doing very well. And it does have really nice sun stressing, again, from the SANSI grow lights. Oh, look at that veining. I've also heard that this one is a very easy one to flower for you. So I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, very, very pretty one, a very easy one, very low maintenance. This one rooted. Honestly, I got it, I brought it home, put it in water, and 2-3 days later, I already saw root growth. So if you want an easy Hoya, I would definitely recommend the quinquenervia, definitely. Such a pretty one, and sun stresses beautifully. Maybe next year, once I have a more like bigger one, I'll put that one on the south-facing window, because I think going from the SANSI grow lights to the south-facing window, that's a good like jump, because SANSI grow lights are quite strong. So maybe I'll give that a try and see. I just have to watch the plants on there, because obviously when it gets really, really hot, it's quite intense on that windowsill. This little cutie is rooting very nicely. This was actually the first time I propagated straight into soil. My first time trying it. But I'd heard that this is a very, very easy Hoya. Again, this is in a small version of I got like 3 sizes. I think you got more sizes, but It has such cute little pots. But yeah, this is the Hoya obscura. And this one is known to sun stress very, very nicely. Looks very similar to the Hoya sunrise, but the leaves are slightly smaller than the Hoya sunrise. But if you look at like the texture and the color and everything, I think they look the same, but it's the size of the leaves. These are slightly smaller. But yeah, this was quite a nice cutting, and I chopped it up into 4 sections and they've all rooted. So the one section I did have it in water and it's rooted very, very quickly. Like the quinquenervia, I got them at the same time as well. Because it was quite a long cutting, I decided to chop it up and just stick. I mean, yeah, I did it with you guys in a Hoya Care Day video, and it's rooted. It's done very, very nicely. It's in quite a small pot, but it does seem to like it. So yeah, lots of roots, doing very, very well. I need to water it again. But all the tips that you guys gave me on soil propagation really, really helped. Doing well. And it's got 2 peduncles as well. I had those peduncles when I got it, but you know, it was just promising. But I wanted a Hoya sunrise, but then I saw the Hoya obscura, and I do like small dainty leaves because I already have quite a lot of Hoyas that have big leaves. So I thought, you know, let's mix it up. It gives me the same sun stressing as the sunrise. It's just the leaves are a little bit smaller. Hello, my girl. You come to say hello. So, okay. I'll put the plant back. Yes. Oh, you smell like wet dog. Is it raining? Yeah, it is. This one, oh, this is a little bit sad. This is one that I recently had to rehab and I still don't see any roots. But the foliage has plumped up, so that's something. Yeah, I used to have a longer vine of this. So this is the Hoya heuschkeliana variegated, and I absolutely love this Hoya. It is so cute. So. Oh no, those are good bugs. Okay, I was just checking that it wasn't spider mites, but I do have good bugs in there for spider mites because of the Hoya polyneura that had spider mites. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah. It is, you can see there in the middle, there is like a little bit of growth happening. Now the leaves were completely wrinkled up. And when I took it out of its pot to have a look and see what was going on, all of the roots were rotten. They were just rotten. Heuschkeliana is also one that's known to be a little bit more finicky with watering. You have to be on top of it. And I think I definitely just let it dry out and then I watered it, and obviously all of those roots just turned to mush. So I cut the part that looked and I put it into stratum, and the leaves they were completely shriveled up and they have perked up. But there was, I think I had a piece that was maybe about this long. So I did lose quite a chunky bit. But I still have it. It's still surviving. But I would really love a nice full one of this, like a really nice big full. The blooms of this one are so stinking cute as well. So yeah, I am happy I still have it. It's a cutting that I took off one that my mom bought. I really regret, I should have also gotten one. We got it, we went to the Netherlands together and we went to garden centers, and we found one for, I think it was like €6, and it was quite... Bolly, do you need some attention? Can you go into your bed, my girl? She just farted. Seriously, you come in, yeah? No, Lexi, any months, come on, any months. Honey months, Bolly. Oh, my baby. Cuddles. Okay, honey months. Lexi, I'm gonna knock over the pots. Honey months. You're too wild. Honestly. Something just fell behind me. She bashed it with her butt. What just fell? Oh, one of the little boxes. Oh, come on. Oh, this one's grown quite a lot. Oh my word. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the name on screen because I always forget this. This was a freebie that I got the first time I ever bought something from Perfect Hoya at my Bhutanica in Horton. Hoya Bhutanica IML 0224. That's this one. And she gave it to me as a 4-leaf cutting, so the 4 leaves at the bottom, and it's given me all this new growth. It is a very, very pretty one. I just gotta be careful here because there is new leaves. It's a very, very pretty one. It's a nice, like, thick leaf Hoya, which I mean, you guys know I love. But it's very, very pretty. And yeah, it's doing well. It's growing really, really nicely. Also in the cabinet, oh, there's a lot of algae there. I need to water this again. Can see nice roots, but you're not going to be able to see it because of the algae. I should just put these plants in like cover pots because of the grow lights. They just go, the algae builds up quite quickly in the pots. But yeah, it's doing very well. Very, very pretty. I do think this one wants a trellis. But yeah, I think when I looked this one up, it also had very, very pretty blooms. But then again, I mean, what Hoya blooms are not pretty? But anyway, yeah, doing very well. Honestly, I've not complained about this one. Very, very easy. Very easy. Oh, there's roots coming out the bottom. Now, this is a little bit more of a finicky Hoya. Oh, there's so many good bugs on there. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to disturb them. Yeah, this one has been a little bit more finicky and on the slower side. But I never know the right way of saying this. Coriacea silva? I don't know the right way of saying it. I always said coriacea, but that's not right. It's I don't know. But anyway, it is a beautiful, stunning silver Hoya. Stunning, but can you see? It looks like it's permanently wrinkled. It's quite a thin leaf one. But the stem is very, very, like, thick. It has rooted very nicely, like very, very nicely. Again, I don't know how well you're going to see it because of the algae. This one had one big leaf here at the bottom, and it did get rid of that one. These two are new. Oh no. Oh, but there's good bugs on there. Oh my word, you can actually see them eating the spider mites. I'm going to try and show you. I'm going to bring you closer so the light. Do you see there on the back of this leaf? Do you see? So yeah, you can see webbing from spider mites, but they're like reddish. The good bugs. Well, brownish reddish. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. But it's so cool. Maybe that's why this plant has gone a little bit backwards. Because it was giving me new growth. Oh, that's very close now. Yeah, it was giving me new growth. And then it killed that off. And now it's giving me more new growth. In the same spot. It's very weird. But anyway, it does have spider mites. But there are good bugs in there. So I'm going to put it back as quickly as possible. And wash my hands. I've washed my hands and brought over another Hoya. Oh no, I just bumped my cut. This is, oh, my camera's gonna overheat. I'm gonna have to take a break in a minute. This is my Hoya Thomsonii, and this one has grown quite a lot. This one's got stunning, like, fuzzy leaves. Careful I don't get blood on them because I do have a cut that won't stop bleeding. But I don't know how well it's gonna pick up on camera, but it's so fuzzy. It's so fuzzy. It's so stinking cute. It has also been a little bit on the slower side. I do think, I mean, this one looks very pretty trailing. Maybe it will prefer a trellis. I don't know. I mean, it does give me consistent new growth, but again, this one also had incredibly bad root mealies. It still does. I can still see root mealies in there. So yeah, I definitely noticed that this one does battle with it. It has also, however, you can see here, where my finger is. It's given me quite a lot of peduncles, but they've never like done anything. But it is actively growing. It's just been a little bit slower than I thought it would be. But nonetheless, I still absolutely love it. I mean, that fuzziness is gorgeous. And it's so pretty. Like, it's so, so pretty. So yeah, not much to say about this one. I love it. I love the fuzziness. It's just been a little bit slower. I mean, oh, look here. There's new growth here. Look how cute that is. Oh, I do love it. I do love it. It's been a very easy one. A very, very easy one. It just doesn't grow as quickly as I thought it would. Oh, there's another peduncle there. Oh, my word. Yeah, it does give me a lot of peduncles, but they've not done anything yet. But this one's been a very resilient one. I don't think this one has ever had mealybugs. Even when I had mealybugs, bad. It's just really easy, and everything about it is fuzzy. Stems, The leaves, oh, I just love it. I just love it. So yeah, Hoya thomsonii. I think I got this about a year ago. So actually it has grown quite a lot. Just not, I mean, it's not as quick as like an Australis, you know. But I do love it. But again, it's been battling with root mealies for quite a while. I need to get on top of that. I also actually, with this one, because it was so bad, I repotted it and gave it fresh soil, but it still had root mealies. So yeah. And then this one is one that I also, in a Hoya Care Day video, had to restart from scratch. And that's my Hoya Matilde. This is one that actually did bloom for me this year for the very first time on the south facing window. However, all of its foliage was pretty much bleached. Like, it was not happy. Yeah, it was, but it was also touching the window. So I mean, honestly, at certain points in the summer, even if you just touch the window, it's like hot. You can't like keep it gets very, very hot there. It's just, yeah. I mean, I'm very lucky. I'm very grateful I have that. But when it gets incredibly hot, it's kind of difficult. And I do have to, like, we have shutters as well. I do have to close the shutters, which means they get no light, which is also not good. So yeah, this one is, I think I'm going to keep this one on the south-facing window. It's living on top of the akaba and it's getting light from, you know, it's a corner window here from the north-facing windows. And also I've got SANSI grow lights at the top as well, hanging from the ceiling. So it's getting light from all angles. It's rooting very, very nicely. This one hasn't had root mealies, like, at all. It's, I don't know what you're going to be able to see. But yeah, these were all from cuttings that are restarted from the mother plant. And they're not super, super splashy. There are some like really, really nice ones in there. I mean, I did get this one because I love splashy and silver Hoya. And this one has, actually, you can see here, here's a peduncle. This one has also flowered for me again. But it happened so incredibly quickly. I actually only noticed when the dead blooms were in because it was in the cabinet. I only noticed it there. So yeah, I did unfortunately miss that. But the fact that it's already bloomed, I mean, it's happy. And there were cuttings from my mother plant. Lexi, do you understand boundaries? Can you not put your nose there, dog? Any months? Come on, Lexi, please. Or you can just sit next to me. Sit. Sit on your butt. Sit. Sit. Just sit. Sit. And I actually have it in, this is a candle holder. Yeah, there's not a lot of room here, my girl, and you're very big. This is actually a candle holder. Again, something that they were going to throw away at work. I think there's a crack at the bottom, but you know. Sit. Sit. What's your issue? Oh, you're just so stinking cute. With your UFO ears. But yeah, Hoya Matilde Splash, such an easy one. I actually really want the variegated version of this. And no, I'll say that at the end of the video. But yeah, it's such an easy variety, the Matilde. Such an easy variety. Oh my word, seriously, Lexi. This one's going to be difficult. I'm not going to be able to, I need to take a break in a minute, but I want to finish off this corner. But yeah, so here's the akaba. Now, I'm going to try and show you. You can see it there, this one here. But it has attached itself to my strelitzia. So I can't take it off now because it's gone. I've also, my wire here has fallen from the lights that I have at the top here. And it's also trellised its way up that. So I need to do something with this plant. So I cannot take it out of its spot at the moment. I want you guys still to, you know, be able to see it properly. You can see it there, you can. But yeah, that's my Australis Blondie. Absolutely stunning Hoya. I love it. I love it so much. I just love anything like the outer rims. It's beautiful. But yeah, this one grows like an absolute weed. It is definitely one of my fastest growing Hoyas that I have in my collection. As you can see here, I don't know if you can actually see, but it's, yeah, it's trellised. It's, oh my word, it's all the way up there. It's all the way up there. Do you see? It's all the way up the strelitzia. Oh my word. Yeah, that's insane. But it's such a fast grower. Honestly, this one grows faster than my Australis lisa. This one was quite small when I got it. It was smaller than my Australis lisa. But it grows like a weed. It grows like an absolute weed. So if you want a fast growing Hoya, get this one. It's not bloomed for me yet. I haven't even seen any peduncles, but it was quite a juvenile plant when I got it. So it might take a while for it to bloom, but oh my word, I cannot believe how it's just finding its way and doing its thing. Maybe I should just leave it be, but I do need to fix this. Anyway, yeah, super, super easy Hoya. Very resilient. I notice straight away when I need to water it as well. But yeah, it's just so easy. So easy. And then behind it, my camera is going to die any second because it's overheating. But I quickly want to show you this one. This one was a cutting that Noriza got at a botanical garden. So it's sun stressing so beautifully. I mean, look at that. Okay, my camera is going to die now. Okay, I had to take a short break, but I was showing you this Variegated, whatever, hybrid that has got this like beautiful sun stressing happening, and it's rooted nicely. So I do need to pot this one up. It's not giving me any new growth. This is actually, I think, died off. Yeah, that's died off. Yeah, so no new growth, but very, very pretty. Very, very pretty one. I've got it in this jar here with this begonia, which also looks like I might be able to pot it up. But yeah, it's actually living behind the akaba and it's doing well. There was actually also another 2 cuttings that she gave me at the same time, a Dischidia and a lacunosa, but they didn't make it, unfortunately, which is weird because, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, they never even started rooting. They just kind of turned to mush. But this one's still good. So, looking forward to growing this one. Oh, are you kidding me? I just snapped a leaf off a Hoya. That'll be the next one I show you. This one, I know, it's a crime what I'm doing to this plant, but I mean, I just put leca at the bottom to kind of, so it wasn't so deep into the pot, but it's just rooted to all of the leca. Yeah, I do need to repot this. This is incredibly root bound and it dries out like crazy. Like I have to water this so frequently. But this is my Hoya pubicalyx splash, and it's also like, can you see the end? It's got a very long tendril. It's actually tendriling up against itself. This one's got such beautiful foliage though. I mean, look at the new leaves. They come in like red. It's a very, very pretty Hoya, very pretty. I definitely, yeah, I mean, it's obvious. I got this one for the splash. This one can also get very, very pretty blooms, but it's such a vigorous grower and it's so hardy. As you can see, it's a vigorous grower, but yeah, I need to put it in a bigger pot and give it a more stable trellis. I want to do it in like the same system that I had the tequila sunrise in, and just give it a little bit more stability, because at the rate that this one grows, I mean, it's been like this for months and I need to do something with it. So I think once I do give it what it needs, it's just going to grow like absolute crazy. But yeah, I've got plans for this one. I've got plans. I just need to get around to doing it because I've just not had the time to do it. But it's not complaining. It's not complaining. So it seems to be happy. But it's definitely also one of those Hoyas that if you want a Hoya that grows fast, gives you beautiful splashy like splashiness, variegation, and also the new leaves are really cool. It's just, I mean, pubicalyx it's such an easy one. I actually would really like the silver version of this one, because if it's as easy as this one, I'm gonna have a great time with it. So yeah, there's that one. You bugger. Oh, I snapped when I was getting, I just spit a bunch of sap everywhere. Yeah, when I was getting the pubicalyx out, this one snapped off here. Oh, but this is one of my favorite Hoyas. And this is actually the second one that I own, because my first one that I had was Where did I get that one? I think I got it, wait, there's just a dead bit here that I'm just gonna snap off. I think I got it from Casa Botanica, my first one, and I think the only cuttings I have left of that one I gave to my mum, and another one I potted with, because I found this one in a garden centre in the Netherlands, and it was a lot more established. It was potted in there, a little bit funny. I think I also did that in a video with you guys, but it was upside down. So it was trying to sprouts like from nodes, but because it was upside down in the pot, it couldn't do that. So I did help it out a little bit. I think that leaf, is that leaf still here? I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. This leaf here is actually facing downwards, but it's sussed itself out. It's doing well. But yeah, this is a little bit of a thinner leaf Hoya, so I did struggle with the first one that I had. But again, that one could have just also come with issues. But this one that I got is so easy. As you can see, it's really nice and full. It's giving me all of these new leaves here. I mean, look at the size of the... I can't really show you properly. Look at the size of this leaf here. It's huge. And the back of it, it's such a pretty one. It is also one that I do have to watch with watering. Like right now, I could actually water it again. I can feel the leaves. Usually I go around and I feel all my Hoyas and I can feel that this one does need water. It's a little bit, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but this one is a little bit like wrinkly, a little bit thin. But I mean, look at this. What is going on? I just felt something wet on my back. Oh. My philodendron is dripping here, that's what it was. But yeah, now it is growing so quickly and it's doing so well. It didn't have an amazing root system, to be honest, and I think it can stay in this pot for quite a while. This one didn't have root mealies. All of my Hoyas, I have them in the Hoya mix from Botanica. I also have a discount code. I also do for Plant Scraper as well, but they'll always be linked in the description and I'll put them on screen at some point in the video as well, where you can get 10% off on both websites actually. But yeah, I have all my Hoyas in the Hoya mix because they love it. They absolutely love it. And I also don't have to water my Hoyas as frequently as I did before. Before I had them in the Anthurium and Orchid mix from Soil Ninja. Unfortunately, Soil Ninja they still have a website in Europe, but I can't order from them anymore. Because there are some Hoyas that love that Anthurium mix. Thank goodness I still have a big bag. But yeah, their Europe website is offline. I don't really know what's going on there. But anyway, all of my Hoyas, the thin leaf Hoyas, the thicker leaf Hoyas, all the different varieties that I have, they all love the Hoya mix from Botanica, and I've had great results with all of them. And it makes, like this one, the thinner leaf one, I think that's what I did different. Yeah, that's what I did different, because the first one that I had was before I discovered the Hoya mix from Botanica. So I think that's why this one has become so easy, is because of that mix. But it's saved so many Hoyas. It helps them root really quickly. Like there's a lot of activated charcoal and worm castings in there. It's just magic for Hoyas. It really is. And so far, it's the only Hoya mix that I've been able to find online. I'm sure there are more out there. But yeah, it's the only one that I've been able to find, and they love it. They're doing really, really well. This leaf is sun-stressed really, really nicely. Yeah, this was one, I think I said, it's the same kind of situation with the Tequila Sunrise. This was on the south-facing window, but it started to burn. It's got thinner leaves, so I guess that does make sense. But it's ever since I put it on the north-facing window, and it is right up against the window, so it does get all of the light. It's not blocked by anything. It does get morning sun, but honestly, lately we've not really had morning sun. It's autumn here now in Belgium, so it's very gloomy, it's very grey. I don't see a lot of sun, But it really seems to like that, because since I've put it there, it's given me these huge leaves. And before I I had it on the south-facing window, then I had it on underneath a SANSI grow light, and it was very, very slow. So I thought, okay, I'm going to change it up. I'm going to put it on here. And ever since I did that, it's been growing like crazy, as you can see. And it's very happy. It's one of my favorite Hoyas. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. So I'm glad I did end up getting the second one. But now that I think about it, yeah, the mix from bhutanica is definitely, that's what I did different, and it loves it. Absolutely loves it. I have to show you this leaf again. It's huge. It's huge. I love it. I didn't intend for this video to be me bringing you to the Hoyas, but anyway, that's what it's turned into. It's actually nice. Now you guys can also see where I'm growing them. But here is the Hoya Flamingo Dream. I used to have this one on a trellis, and honestly, I do prefer the look of this one on the trellis. It's a lot prettier. It was very full and bushy, but this plant only bloomed for me. You can see here, it's like a huge peduncle. This plant only bloomed for me when I kind of let it go wild, and the bits that were hanging down, I noticed that they weren't really looking to climb onto anything, and those bits actually gave me flowers for the very first time. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna let this one trail, because a lot of Hoyas like to be on trellises, and I don't want everything to be on trellises. So I needed to move this one out of the south-facing window anyway, because it started to bleach, not burn, but just the leaves just didn't look, you know, very vibrant anymore. So I've put it here. It is looking a little bit bare. I have taken a lot of cuttings from this plant, but I'm talking a lot. Like, I'll show you them upstairs in the propagation room, because I have some Hoya in there as well. But I've got so many cuttings from this plant because I do want to fill it out, because right now there's only 3 strands coming out of the pot, and it's a little bit bare here. I want it to be full. But yeah, I've put it here. I think it's going to be a lot happier here. It's since I've cut it, it's steadily growing. It's happy. It's just, again, there's like a stool thing here that my kids come up onto. I have to be careful with that. But yeah, maybe if I had it a little bit higher and maybe give it a trim, but I just want to fill it out because it's looking a little bit bare right now, but I'll get there. I'll get there. But yeah, one of my favorite plants. It's got such beautiful foliage. It looks very, very similar to the Crimson Queen, but it's not the same. They do look different. I also have a Crimson Queen, which I'll also show you. But yeah, they are different. And I believe that the flowers are also different, I think. But yeah, that's where that one's living. Next up, I'm going to show you the Hoyas that I keep in my Millsboro tall. I keep them all at the bottom here because the light is a little bit closer to it, because they do like their high light. But yeah, I put like baby plants or new plants, I will put them in here. But I do have some of my favorite Hoya in here as well. I think all of the Hoya that I have in here, they are new. Yeah, they are. They're all new from this year. No, not all of them. Not all of them. So this one was a wishlist Hoya. This is a Hoya sulawesiana. It's got, I mean, look at the dark leaves. It's beautiful and big. So this is the only leaf that it's given me since I've had it. I got this at the first My Botanica that I went to in Horton in May. And I found this, actually funny enough, from a guy who used to live in England. We had like a nice chat. I think I filmed that part, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's given me 1 leaf since I've gotten it. I have heard that this one can be quite finicky. It didn't have an amazing root system. However, there's lots of algae. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to see you, but it's rooted. It's rooted. See those roots there, there. Oh yeah, lots here, but again, the algae, it's kind of hard to see. It is a thirsty one, I do have to say, but I'm very happy with that first leaf that it gave me because it's the biggest leaf that it's got. But I do think there's another new leaf here. I do think this one wants a trellis. So I think once I put it on a trellis, it will be happy. So I do want to do that, and I think I will keep it in my cabinet. But it's doing well, you know. It's not the fastest, but it's a very, very pretty one. Very pretty. Don't focus on me. So dark. So yeah, that one's living here. Most of the Hoyas are on clips. This one is a very thirsty one as well, but it's so stinking cute. This is my Hoya andawensis. I actually got this one for the blooms that it gets, but the foliage is so cute. They're like these small, dainty, little crinkled leaves, and the new leaves as well. Look, do you see there? How cute is that? Yeah, it's looking a bit shiny and sticky because I, a couple of months ago, covered this in neem oil, and I might have done a little bit too much because it was getting spider mites, and I just wanted to protect it. And since then, it's not had any form of pests. But this is a very, very thirsty one. I mean, they are quite close to the grow light here, so that is to be expected. But I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera, but you can kind of see some of them are a little bit wrinkled. It is rooted in there. This is actually, when I got it, it was in a teeny tiny little pot, and I repotted it and it went downhill. There was a lot in the pot. So I took them out again and I re-rooted it in water. It did really, really great. And yeah, I was able to pot it up in here, but it is a thirsty one. You do have to keep on top of watering, but it's filling itself out. It was only the one strand, and it's kind of like the polyneura. It like branches out on its own. But I love the leaves. They're so cool. So yeah, this is like a double win when it comes to the blooms. Stunning. But the foliage as well, it's such a cool one. I don't have root mealies in this cabinet. I am also consciously in between moving to different areas, washing my hands because I don't want to spread that. Okay, I'll show you that one last in here because that's my favorite. That's probably my favorite Hoya right now. Again, this is in no order, but you know, ooh, again. Yeah, they're very close to the grow light, so they do dry out very, very quickly. This one is also one that I've had to start over a couple of times, and that's the Hoya pot of gold. It has kind of reverted, as you can see. I mean, there is a little bit in this one, like a little bit. They're supposed to be like this. They're all supposed to be like this. It's doing this funky thing. This is this a late? Well, there are two cuttings in here technically. The one cutting has completely reverted. That's these two leaves, but the other cutting has just given me that leaf. So I guess we'll see. I don't know. Also rooted nicely. It's sometimes confusing to see. Is that root mealies or no? That's perlite. It's not. The root mealies are like white. So yeah. I've had to start this plant over twice. It also has a sensitive one with watering actually. Compared to my elbow marginata, I don't know, it seems to be one that needs a little bit more water, but it also could be because they're in different conditions. You know, it gets warmer in the cabinets, closer to the grow lights, so maybe that's why. But I do need to water it again. I definitely need to water it more than just every 7 days. But it's a very pretty one. It's just a bit on the slower side. We do have active growth here, but I think if I kept on top of watering a little bit more with that one, it would be happier. Next up is, this is also cuttings that I took off a plant that my mom bought. This is one of, I have another kind of sigillatus, but this is just like the regular one. This one you can like find in garden centers and all that, but this one's got smaller leaves and like a little bit more elongated. But what both of them do have in common is that splashiness and how it sun stresses. You can see at the top here, it's like a little bit more purpley. I could actually put it even closer to the grow light. But yeah, the sun stressing is so pretty on this one. It's a very, very pretty Hoya. It doesn't root. Oh wait, there are roots there. It's just they're like green. You're not going to be able to see that. Oh, I can see a new root there. You can see some roots. But yeah, these were all cuttings. No, these weren't. Were these cuttings? No, that's right. These strands fell off the plant that I bought for my mom. Because I went to the Netherlands and she wanted that one. And on the way back home, these just fell off. I just potted them up in, I think I just potted them up in water. But the new leaves as well, they're so cute. And like burgundy color. Very pretty one. Very pretty. Put it close to a grow light and it'll be happy. I'm actually going to put it a little bit higher than what it was. This was an import. So this is a undulata. I'll put on screen which specific one this is in because there's some numbers and there's something else behind it. I don't know. It just looks like an undulata splash, to be fair. But this is the first, is that the first leaf that it's given me? No, it's not. I did lose part of this plant. I do remember that. Oh, this one does have root mealies. You see there? You bugger. I thought I didn't have any root mealies, but I obviously do. Okay, it needs to be watered. I can see it trying to do something there. Yeah, it has been on the slower side, but it was an import. I did lose part of this plant, and I had to reroot it in water. And I think it just had this leaf and this leaf. So it's given me this leaf and that one. And then this is the most recent one, which is very, very pretty. Very pretty Hoya, very pretty. It just sucks about those damn root mealies. It doesn't look like I put any good bugs in here. Anyway, can try again. Just checking. No, that was perlites. I was just checking that wasn't mealies. But yeah, it's a very pretty Hoya. Again, I think if I watered it a little bit more. Also, root mealies are also, I've noticed that I get root mealies a lot quicker with Hoyas that I'm not on top of watering as much. They do thrive in that environment. So yeah, if you want to try and prevent getting root mealies, just water them a little bit more frequently. And then down here, so those are not all of them, but I'll show you that one last. This one is a species Gayo. I bought it with just this leaf. So pretty. Again, also bought this at my bhutanica in Horton, and that was in May of this year. And it's given me 2 new leaves. I think it's also one that would prefer a trellis, but those leaves are stunning. So pretty. Yeah, but a really easy one. It's still in the same mix that I bought it in. I just transferred it into a clear pot. And I can see roots there, but again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it with the algae. But it seems to be very happy. His leaves are still quite soft. But yeah, that leaf sold me. It's beautiful. So pretty. Another one which also needs to go onto a trellis. What are you doing? It's making an offshoot here. What are you doing? Yeah, this one's a bit sad. I bought this as a Hoya hyperplasia. This was a wishlist Hoya, but it came very deformed. It's got 2 nice leaves, which are these, and then this one and this one are just funny. And they were already there when I unboxed them. I don't know what it's doing here. But I need to put it on a trellis, as you can see. I need to do that. And I remember you guys were panicking because I put it in such a big pot. I can see roots there, but they still look like the old roots. I don't see any new root growth. Oh yeah, there is new root growth. So that's promising. But yeah, it's a bit sad about that one. It was a wishlist one. I think I paid like 20 euros for it. It still looks the same. Not what I was expecting for paying so much for, you know, a baby plant. But anyway, it'll suss itself out, you know. Just need to give it a trellis. But yeah, this plant has not really been doing anything. Apart from that. That is new. So, we'll see. Need to change something up with that one and make it a little bit happier because it's not happy right now. Okay, Cellulosiana, where you going? You looking for something to, you know. Okay, this one was a rehab. I bought this one the same time actually, and it hardly had a root system. However, I can see roots. It is in stratum. I do want to take it out of here. You're not really going to be able to see because it's black. But it had, I think it had this leaf, and that one. So it's given me this leaf and this one. And now there's a new one. I think this is going to be a very easy Hoya. I didn't pay a lot for this, so that's why I didn't really complain that most of its root system was rotten when I got it. This cutting has not done anything though. I do think I need to take it out of stratum. It's been in stratum for a while, and it was also in my old stratum. So maybe that's why it's taking a little bit longer. But it's actively growing. And it's a very pretty one. I do like the round leaves. It's a very thick leaf Hoya as well. It's so cute. Did I say it's the borneo? That leaf is sized up nicely. Still actually quite soft. But yeah, it seems to be a very easy one. Rehabbed it very quickly, very easily. And I think I can just actually take it out of my cabinet now and put it in the corner that we were previously at. But it's a very pretty one. I don't regret getting it. It was just, you know, it sucks a bit that the root system was not very promising. And then this one, this one is doing so well. So this is Hoya, what is it, AH47 or something, or 74 or something like that. But it's also known as the Silver Moon. And yeah, I obviously got this one for the silver foliage. It's so stunning. I was a little bit worried because the first leaves that it gave me, I think it was this one here, I'm not sure, was like nothing, no silver whatsoever. But I'm just going to hold it up like that. The new leaves are very promising. Like, I mean, look at this one. That's so pretty. It's also from, is it also from the Carnosa family? I think. If it is, I mean, it would explain those juicy roots as well. Oh yeah, I can see some root mealies again. Bugger. I need to, wait, I've got a clip right here. I'm going to fix that. There we go. There we go. That's better. Should have just done that. But yeah, I think this one is from the Carnosa family. It's a very fast grower. Very, very fast. And it also was not expensive at all. But it's so pretty. And it's growing really, really well. But again, also one that I think, let's just let it, I could let it trail. Or I could put it on a trellis. Like I said, I don't want all of my Hoyas on a trellis. We'll see. We'll see what I do with this one. But I need to do something quick actually because it's growing at quite a fast rate. It's very pretty. And then last up, the last Hoya in this cabinet, and definitely my favorite at the moment, is this beauty. This is my Hoya Argentea Princess, and it's given me, oh, I don't know what that is. Some funny deformity going on there. Oh yeah, that's when I brought it home. So it's given me, since I brought it home, this leaf. This one was still, it was like inflating. That's probably why it's a little bit damaged. But then this leaf now, oh, look at that. And now another one, and there's more at the top here. Yeah, I honestly thought that this plant would shock a little bit. Usually plants that you, plants that you just, you know, bring home from whatever environment they were in, they can just shock a little bit. So I thought it was going to do that, but it's definitely not done that. It's just carried on growing. And I found this one at the plant festival at the beginning of September, so not that long ago. And I still got the tag on it. I got this one from Houseplant Joy. I've got quite a couple of my Hoyas. This one was also from Houseplant Joy. I still got the tags. I love her tags. They're still in there. There's more. My Hoya polyneura, the outer variegated. I've got a couple of Hoyas from her, but she also just does amazing prices. I only paid 50 euros for this, which I think is it's my most expensive Hoya, yes, but focus on the plant, come on. It is definitely, it was worth it, 100%. It's the cheapest one that I've ever seen for such a nice established one. Look at those roots. Doing very, very well. Oh, it's so pretty. It's very close to the grow lights because I've heard that this one can revert quite easily and I didn't want that to happen. So, but as you can see at those new leaves, it's holding it very nicely. So it's lacking its spot. So I'm not moving it. I'm leaving it there. And I didn't do anything to it. I kept it in the same pot it was in the mix that she uses. Actually, all of the Hoyas that I got off her that were already potted up, not the cuttings, obviously, I kept them in the same mix just because I love it so much. You know, don't fix what's not broken. But those are all of the Hoyas that I'm keeping in my cabinet. Yeah, there are some that I can take out now, and there are some that I need to do some things with, but they seem to be happy. Okay, next up is the south-facing window, which is where I keep my biggest Hoyas, my most hardiest Hoyas, and I want to say most of my Hoya collection, but there's a lot in that corner as well. But anyway, I'm just going to show you. So there it is. Sorry if it's a bit backlit, but yeah, that's where all of them are. There are some things that I need to change. Oh, it's incredibly backlit. But anyway, I'm going to bring the plants out and I'm going to show you them anyway. I'm going to change the angle a little bit so that lighting is okay so you guys can see properly. But there are some Hoyas that I do need to address and also move. One of them is this one. I might as well do it first because it's growing around the grow light. And that's this one. I featured this one in my most recent favorites video. So this is my Hoya caudata big leaf. And I've said before in the past, I don't know if this is a different species of caudata or I've seen the caudata sumatra, but that one looks different than my one. I don't know. But mine gets huge leaves. Like, look at the size of, it's very wobbly in here. I'm gonna put my hand in here. Like, it gets big leaves. They're huge. They're very, very big. This one sun stresses so beautifully as well. You can see it's got like a purpley tinge to it. Oh, I just love everything about this plant. Everything. And the best part about it is the blooms. Look at that. How pretty is that? They are so fluffy and so cute. What would top it up is if it had a smell, but they don't. They don't have a scent, but they're so pretty. I have another one here that's, I think it's finished blooming now, or maybe it's going to pop. I don't know. I've got more here. Oh my word, it's tendriling up against itself. It's one of those plants that I need to do something with. But I don't know, I've been thinking of starting a series where I do like care guides on specific Hoyas. I don't feel like I've had Hoyas for that long. I feel like only last year when I posted my collection video, that was really when I was getting into Hoyas, and now I've got 70 and they're all doing so well. So I'm thinking of doing like a series where I do like care guides on specific Hoyas, because it's not just a care guide on one genus. Like I feel like I can't really do that with the Hoyas because there's so many different ones and you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about doing a care guide on this one. I don't know. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments. But I've just had so much luck, I think, with this one. And it's just such an easy one and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's wrapped its way around the trellis quite a lot. I think it's also one of those ones that could like have an extension to it. But I love everything about this plant. Even those blooms, they're so cute. So yeah, that's that big one. Okay, I've put it in the corner over there. Can you see there by the computer? There. Because that spot gets the most sun. And I know that one really appreciates it. But I don't know, Mitch is going to come back inside and he's going to go sit at his computer and he's going to say, what is going on here? Because that's like, I need to do something with that plant. It's just becoming so unruly over here and it wants more light. I can tell that redness is starting to go. Okay. This is hands down my biggest Hoya. It's got a like double trellis situation. But this is one that I am going to be doing a care guide about because I have had some questions on this plant. So I figured, you know what, let's just make a care guide on it, and I will also repot it and give it a nice fancy new trellis that I want to show you guys. Yeah, I cannot believe how much this plant has grown. I really cannot believe it. It is such an easy one. It is so beautiful. It's just so rewarding to grow. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's like a Hoya. That just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. I love this one so, so much. And as you can see at the top here, it has flowered non-stop. I have to say it doesn't holds on to its blooms for very long, which is sad. Again, the pictures that I'll pop up of the blooms of this one are pictures of this plant. I think I also posted it on Instagram. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And it also, this sap comes out of it. I don't know if you're going to be able to, like, do you see those big blobs of sap? So yeah, that is annoying. Very annoying. I have to clean around this plant quite frequently. Otherwise it just gets so sticky and it's just like everywhere. So that is the only thing with this one. The caudata doesn't excrete sap like this one does. This one, sometimes the sap actually stops the buds from forming, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's bloomed non-stop. I'm actually happy that it's kind of stopped now. Maybe I should film that video today or tomorrow because all of the flowers are off. But I can see that there are some new buds here that are starting to come. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's going crazy. It's going absolutely crazy. It actually hasn't given me new leaves in a while, but it's focusing on blooming, so I don't blame it. It's a bit dusty as well, but I highly recommend this plant. I'm not going to say too much more about it because I am going to make a care guide on it, but love this Hoya. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm going to put it on the kitchen island because I'm thinking I might do something with this one soon. And it also just keeps on falling over. I've got like a feeling it's going to one day fall over. This, oh my word, why is it wet underneath? Yeah, there is water in here. Okay, this pot is obviously not sealed properly. Yabaga. Okay, this is my Hoya australis lisa. And yeah, this one doesn't grow nearly as fast as the australis blondie does, but the new leaves are so stunning. Look at that. It's so pretty. Come on, focus on the plant. That's what we're here for. It's so pretty. But I love the way that this one grows. Like it's looking kind of funky right now. It doesn't have the same sort of growth pattern as the australis blondie does, which is weird. I thought it would because it's practically the same plant. It's just got different variegation. But it's you can see the leaves, they are so tight together. Whereas the blondie just trellises like tendrils like crazy and is just looking for something to attach itself to, and then it makes the leaves. Whereas this one doesn't do that. Like these are still quite soft, these two here. And it's already like, look at the leaves in the middle there. Like it's just crazy how quickly this one grows. It's such a pretty one. It's so pretty. But it seems to be very happy. It's not complaining. It's obviously a little bit more on the slower side. It does root like absolute crazy. Absolute crazy. And I think I've started this plant over, oh no, I've just cracked a leaf. Or was that already cracked? I think that was already cracked. Oh, it's not cracked actually, it's just bent. Anyway, yeah, I think I've started this plant over twice because it had root rot. And I think when I got this plant, it was on a trellis. I bought it on a trellis. I took it off that and it didn't really like the change. It took a while to settle. And I took a bunch of props. I propagate from this one quite frequently as well. But yeah, I mean, you can look how tight all the leaves are. You can't even see the stem. Like it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's such a pretty one. So, so pretty. And yeah, it's living right in the corner here. And it seems to be very happy with that. Oh, actually, that might not be from the pot. I watered this plant the other day. Maybe it's from that. I'm going to have to bring you over for this one. You can see there in the corner. That is a regular waymaniae and a variegated waymaniae. I put them both together because they were both quite big. This one, Mitch actually bought me this as a teeny tiny little plant. But look, oh, just look at that pink. It's so pretty. I just love them both so much. But yeah, I got the green one because I thought that the variegated one, because it's so highly variegated that it might not, you know, bloom. And I really want the waymaniae to bloom because it's got the most stunning flowers. It's not done that yet. I did buy quite a mature one. I've had this one for about a year. But I've not had this one for that long. Maybe like 6 months. But yeah, I just potted them up together because I thought it looked nice. And I do think it looks really, really nice there in the corner. It's a really pretty trailing one. Oh, the variegated ones are coming over here. Oh, those pink leaves are so stunning. But yeah, it's such an easy Hoya. It's just one of those classic Hoyas, you know? It's just one of the classics. Okay, had to change my battery. Oh, this is actually also a good time to clean here. Next up, oh, you dusty. Oh, my word. Oh, very dusty. But this one's really fuzzy, so it's kind of hard to tell. But it's definitely dusty, that's for sure. So this is my Hoya villosa. And this was one that Nareza picked up for me in the Netherlands from a garden center. They were able to order it because I've not seen this one anyway. But it is so fuzzy. Oh my word. It is so cool. It's just, like the backs of the leaves are so soft. I mean, the front as well. But the front feels a little bit more smooth. But it's just, oh, it's such a pretty, pardon me. It's such a pretty Hoya. It also has root mealies like crazy. Oh my word, this one's got it bad. Look at that. That's so bad. Oh, it's still growing fine. Maybe it would grow faster if it didn't have root mealies. I mean, the new growth is so cute. Look at the new growth. How adorable is that? I've seen also a globulosa, which the leaves are a little bit more elongated. That one's also really pretty, but they're very similar. So I don't feel like I need both. But yeah, this was a wish list Hoya, definitely. I love this one. And it is such a low maintenance one, so low maintenance. I could be doing a better job with, trying to fight the root mealies for it, but it is so low maintenance and it still grows really, really nicely. Everything about this plant is fuzzy. The stems are fuzzy. It's just, oh, it's such a cool Hoya. It's so pretty. And the veininess, it's so pretty. So pretty. It's definitely, I overlook this plant quite frequently because it does have plants behind it. So I don't really see it that well. Oh my word, what is going on here? It's underrated. It's, oh, no. Oh my word, I think that just fell off the sigillatus. That's a peduncle. Look. There was another Hoya that was stuck. Oh. Oh my word, was my sigillatus going to bloom? What the heck? Anyway. I don't know what this one is doing. I think this one might be getting a little, this one would maybe prefer a little bit lower light. So this is the coriacea, the classic heart-shaped Hoyas. And this is the one that you very frequently see in garden centers. That is, it's just the leaf. And a lot of the times people are like, well, I've got one, but why isn't it growing? It's very sad what they do. It really is. They cut the plant between each node, but it actually can't, the way that they cut it, it can't form a new growth point, or like it can't shoot. So it still makes roots. It can still survive because it does still have that node with the one leaf, but it can't produce new growth, which is very sad that they grow the plant. I mean, no, that they sell the plant like that in the first place. But it's mainly just like marketing. People buy this because it's a heart-shaped leaf one as like a gift or a Valentine's present or whatever. But it's sad. It's very, very sad. So it took me a while to find one that was actively growing because all websites sell it. But again, it's those classic ones that don't grow. So I did end up finding one. I think I did pay quite a lot for it. I think it was like 24 euros or something like that. It did already have quite a couple of leaves. I think it was around about to here. Those are new leaves. No, I think it was like to here. Because I remember it gave me this deformed leaf first. Yeah, it was up to about here. So it did already have a decent amount of leaves. This one's got a thick stem, like the thickest stem that I have ever seen on a Hoya. Look at that. It does, I mean, this plant is so beefy, just like the leaves, they're so thick and robust. It's also made an offshoot here because here is actually the tendril from the actual like plant at the bottom here, but this here is an offshoot that it's made. It's like split over there. But it does have Like, look at that leaf. It's a bit funny looking. I wonder if that's because of the light, or is that like a little bit of variegation? I don't know. It doesn't look sick. The next leaf is perfectly fine. I don't know what's going on here. And this one also roots like absolute crazy. It's got a very satisfying root system, very satisfying. And that one doesn't have root mealies. But I can see at the top that I also did treat this one. But yeah, it's kind of, this one has slowed down a little bit. So I don't really know if it's because we've had less light, maybe it lacks the highlight, or maybe it's, I don't know. I can't really seem to suss it out. But it's growing nicely, it's doing well. It's definitely a very, very cool one. Very cool. Cool leaves. Very cool. But the leaves can come out deformed very, very quickly if you are not on top of watering with this one. So I think that's why I have a couple of deformed leaves. But I think if it wasn't for the Hoya mix from Crassipetiolata, this entire plant would be deformed. I don't water my Hoyas very frequently, and I do struggle with like the thin leaf Hoyas and the easy Hoyas that I have to kind of like differentiate the two and remember that the one needs more water than the other. You know, I forget that. I do forget that. But yeah, that's where that mix has definitely saved my butt. My word, there are flowers everywhere. This is the classic dinner plate Hoya. So this is a Hoya latifolia. Look at the size of this leaf at the back here. It's huge. These two leaves are two leaves that it has given me in my care, so not as big, but definitely the biggest leaves that I have. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And actually, a Hoya that I'm going to show you later, a Hoya Sarawak cream, is actually one that I'm going to part with. I've cut that one up. I've already sold the mother plant, but I still have a couple of cuttings, so I'll still show you that one. But they look very, very similar, but the Sarawak cream, the leaves come in a very, very creamy color. And they can also get very, very big leaves, but because they look so similar, you know, I don't have a very big home. You know, I've got to be picky with that. And so that will be one that I will be parting with in the future. Maybe I will keep one cutting. Maybe, I don't know. They're both beautiful, absolutely stunning. It's one that I got off my work, and it was also kind of a, it didn't have a growth point, like I couldn't see anything. But when I saw that one was shooting at work, like it was coming out of the pot, I was like, you're coming home with me. You're coming home with me. You're one that's working. I'm just gonna put the little hedgehog down here. Don't you dare fall. I wanna take it out of the pot, the cover pot, so I can show you, because this one roots like crazy as well. I mean, it's in a big pot. It's in the biggest pot that I would put a Hoya in, but the Hoya latifolia roots like crazy. As you can see, it had it was already, when I bought it, it was in a 15 centimeter pot, and I've just upsized it to a 16 centimeter pot, so not that much. But I did that because of it's also the same system with the plant scraper pots and the anchor. You can see the black in there with the anchor, just because I know that this one, you know, I wanted the anchor for this one because this is a heavy plant, you know, the leaves are thick and heavy. So yeah, I wanted to give it that setup. And put you back. So cute. It's so cute. So yeah, I wanted to give it that support, and it's not complained. It's not complained at all, because it's given me those two leaves since I've had it, and it's not slowing down. It's got a tendril here. I'm just waiting for it to grow a little bit more, because I have, and you can probably see here, I have snapped this one. So it was when it was growing, but actually funny enough, it wouldn't have given me two leaves so close together if it didn't snap. But yeah, I did that when I was moving plants, and I bumped it and it snapped. But it did give me a second leaf because it snapped. So there is that. But yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer and then put it around the trellis because I don't want it to snap again. So yeah, but that's the Hoya latifolia. Love this one, love it. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, there's peduncles everywhere. I'm definitely going to be cleaning this off. I can get to everything now. So this is my OG, the classic callistophylla, and this one does, like, it's clearly a just regular callistophylla. It's got very thick robust leaves. It grows a little bit slower than the other ones, and it did take a while to take off, but it only really started taking off once I put it in the mix from bhutanica. So yeah, it's got nice roots there. Also, it didn't have an amazing root system. I bought it as quite a small plant. I think it had 2 leaves when I got it. I've had this for quite a while, and it's definitely on the slower side. But again, I needed to figure it out. It's one of the more finicky ones. It seems to be very, very happy now. Very happy. That leaf is beautiful. So yeah, looks like the others, but just slightly different. You know, just slightly different. It's giving me lots of new growth, and it's doing okay. Hey. Allez, move. What are you going to do? Me amputeer. Oh, okay, I had to take a little break. I don't know if he's listening. He probably is. But a little advertisement break. Mitch has started his own little company. It's a skincare company, and the company is called Mateo, which is a combination of Maya and Mateo, our kids' names. You've probably seen me like share some things on my Instagram from it. But yeah, it's a skincare company. It's all natural products. And yeah, he launched last week. He actually has for the first week, he's got a discount code. It's not like affiliated to me or anything, but I obviously, want to spread the word. It's 10% discount until Sunday. So when you guys see this video, which will be Saturday, you still have another 24 hours to go on the website to have a look. And if you want to get anything at 10%, yeah, if you see anything that you like, I highly recommend. I've also using the products, and I'll probably talk more about it in the future. But yeah, I'll link it down below, and I'll link the code and everything so you guys can just have a look. We're hoping that this is like a new big chapter in our life. Well, we're not hoping, we know, okay? Let's be positive, let's be optimistic. We know it's gonna be a new big step, a new big chapter in our lives, and he's very excited about it. He's been working non-stop, but I'm talking like every single day for probably the last month, 3 weeks? I don't know, but that's a very long time to be working every single day. But yeah, me, myself, I'm also very passionate about it. Natural skincare, like, I feel like you take care of your plants, but you also have to take care of yourself. You know what I mean? I don't really know. I need to work on that. But anyway, I just wanted to give a little shout out and a little advertisement there in between. But anyway, going back to the Hoyas. Next up is my Hoya New Guinea Ghost, and this one has been a little bit on the ups and downs. You can probably tell here, I don't know what these deformed leaves are. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it was doing there. I really don't. It also has these weird markings on it here. I don't know, like, is that scale? I don't know, but this plant has taken a while to kick into action. It does have those markings. I mean, it's the worst on that leaf, but there's another one there where it has that marking. I don't know what that is. It's definitely some type of disease, but it seems to have sussed itself out, as you can see. And this is just the definition of silver plant. It's just so stunning. And it's growing really nicely now. Like, you can see the new growth there is looking really good. So yeah, it's taken a little bit longer. My first ever New Guinea Ghost actually died on me. It's rooted nicely, but you're not really going to be able to tell. I used to keep this in my cabinet, and it's got quite a lot of algae on it, so you can't really see. But I got this one in I got this one in a trade. So this is my second New Guinea Ghost because the first one croaked on me. But because I traded it, it makes it that much more special. And it's doing well now. It's doing well. It's just taking a little bit longer than I would like it to. Okay, this is the plant that was finding its way. Honestly, there's peduncles everywhere from the coriacea and the lacinosa are flowering again for the millionth time. So there's, you can see all the peduncles on the leaves. But yeah, I need to do something with this one as well because it's also growing like crazy. Yeah, but this is the parasitica black margin. I love the foliage on this one. I mean, it's in the name, just like with the black margins, but it's a very nice, like, thick leaf Hoya. It's a very hardy one. It's also got root mealies, if you can see, yeah, little buggers. But yeah, this one's very top heavy. I've also got a double extension thing going on here because it's also grows very quickly, this one. But I love the black margin on it. And the leaves as well, the texture is so pretty. So yeah, this one's grown quite a lot actually. It has taken a while to get going. As soon as I started giving it a little bit more attention and gave it a trellis as well, because I did want to get this one to trail, but it didn't work. With some Hoyas, it just doesn't work. Yeah, I didn't really want to do that. It was just struggling. So I put it on a trellis and it seems to be a lot happier now. It's growing nicely. Very fast grower, very easy. I would like this. I mean, I would like all of them to bloom. It's growing like crazy. It's just going insane. See if I can show you at the back here how many times it's wrapped itself around this trellis here. But yeah, love it. I'm gonna put that to the side and vacuum off all of those peduncles. Okay, next up is a plant that I have been struggling with a little bit lately. And I don't know what it is, because when I was propagating this one, it was fun. I had it in moss. It was drying out very quickly, but the leaves were very thick, very robust. But now I'm just struggling to keep on top of watering. Like, is this dried out again? Oh, I do see new roots there. You see there in the middle? But yeah, the leaves just look a little bit, they're like very flimsy. And this one used to be so thick. I do have to say it is sun stressing very nicely. I recently moved it to the south-facing window. Oh, look at that. It is sun stressing nicely. These leaves actually feel okay. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just need to up the watering on this one. It's on this extension trellis system. I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's actually not on the market yet. So I don't want to promote it too much without like being able to say, hey, buy it from here. But you guys can probably guess where it's from. But yeah, there will be a video coming up in the future as soon as they launch the product. And then I can talk to you about these extension things because they're amazing. Amazing for your Hoya. But yeah, I guess it looks good on camera, but it doesn't feel like it feels flimsy. Yeah, I thought this one would be an easy one. This was an import. I imported it at the same time as the undulata. I also lost a part of that plant actually because also the roots were dead. But this one was very quick to propagate. I'm thinking maybe I should take another cutting just to be sure. It is actively growing here, like the tendril is here and it's not died off. It's just, yeah, maybe I need to be on top of watering a little bit more. But it does love the spot. The sun stressing is beautiful. Next up is this little baby. I think I recently featured this one in a favorites video. It's so cute. Another splashy Hoya. This is my Hoya Ranksan. Oh, look at that splash. It's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I do want to get this one to trail. Some of you guys have told me to put it on a trellis because it will like that. But again, I've got a lot of trellises, so I'm trying to, you know, find a happy medium. Oh my word. I'm going to sound like a broken record in this video. Do you see them? I'm not going to say the word anymore. It's still rooting like crazy. It's still growing really, really well. So it probably could be doing better without the pests. This was one that I rescued from my work, actually. Oh, look at that leaf. It's beautiful. It's also dusty. I need to actually shower down my Hoya. I don't do that enough. Oh, those new leaves are so pretty. They're so pretty. These are actually going to be coming into work. Well, yeah, by the time you guys see this video, they would have already come into work. But yeah, it's like a promo deal or something like that. I think you can get quite a big plant for like 12 euros or something. So maybe I'll get one to fill this one out because I do really like it, to get like a nice full one. I think this one will look really pretty, like trailing. Are there any more? No, so there's no more that I can physically pick up anymore. So, no. Where are you going? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take them down for you guys so you guys could see them properly because otherwise you can't appreciate them. I'm just going to have a check as well. Then I could check for root mealies. No, I don't see any root mealies. So this is the sigulatus, but the round leaf version. It's got a specific name. But I've put this one on the south-facing window. You can actually even see it on the back now. Come on, fix and plant. It has sun-stressed so nicely. I know I took a picture when it was on the trellis and it was right in the corner where I've put the caudata now, so it was getting the first bit of sun. It sun stressed really nicely. It was completely purple, So I thought, okay, this plant is going to be very happy on the south-facing window, no matter what time of year. So I decided to take it off the trellis because I do think this one is really pretty, like trailing as well. And as you saw just now, that was a peduncle from this plant. So it was going to flower for me, but I knocked it off. I don't see any more. But this is one, this was also a rescue. I rescued this last year for my work. Yes, that's right. But I really hope the camera's going to pick up the purpliness of this plant. It's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. And usually if I would have like two types that look similar, you know, different species, I don't know what I'm saying, I would opt for one just because, again, I have a lot of plants. But I really appreciate the two sigillatuses that I have. Like the other one is really small and dainty, and this one's like really robust and thick and got like more of the rounder leaves. But it's very long. I don't know if I can, like, if I hold the pot next to my head, it's touching the floor. It's very long. I mean, I am short, but it's very long and it's doing well. I love it in this pink pot as well. I feel like it accents it so well. I do have to keep on moving it because it's very heavy on one side. It is loving the south-facing window. I had to take that one down for you, but I'm going to take them all down for you because otherwise you're not going to be able to see. I can actually give this one a shake now because it's full of peduncles that have finished flowering. I'm just going to show you one that's flowering. Look how cute. Come on, focus. Look how cute that is. And they smell so good. They smell so good. So yeah, this is a Lacunosa mint. I thought it was the silver, but you guys told me that it was the mint. I'll give you a bit more of a close-up of that foliage. That's the mint. And then there's also another plant in here, the Coroniana super silver. Well, it's not very silver, to be honest. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm like holding it in front of it. I don't know if it's focusing. I'm sure it is. I potted these two up together because the blooms are exactly the same and also to just save space. These are not the craziest rooters. And again, it's got root mealies. Yeah, they're not the craziest rooters. And I don't know, I just thought it would be really pretty to have both of them in the same pot. And considering they get the same flowers and they also are prolific bloomers, I figured, you know, why not? They're very long and they also love the south-facing window. But this is also one, I don't know if you can see it on the Coroniana, the leaves also get very wrinkly. But I've also heard from you guys that's a very common thing with the Coroniana, so it's not just me. Is it just the Lacunosa actually that's flowering? I don't know. They flower all year round and they do really well. I've sold and traded so many cuttings from this plant and it just doesn't stop. But I really like the big full pot and, you know, saving space at the same time. So I think the Coroniana used to be called the Eskimo, I think, but it's not called that anymore now. That was one of my first Hoyas that I got. I remember I got it off Facebook Market as like a tiny one strand. It had like one strand and it had like 5 leaves or something like that. It was tiny. And look at it. It's big. Very big. And this Lacunosa mint is one that I got in a mixed tray from my work like 2 years ago. And that was a miniature plant. It was tiny. And it's grown like crazy. The mint one is definitely my favorite. It's so pretty. The caudata blooms are like right by his head. He's not seen anything yet, so he's got his headphones on as well, so he can't hear me. Okay, this one is, I was debating whether I should take this down or not, but again, you can't appreciate this plant if it's backlit. Oh my word. It's big. Okay, I can't get to the bottom of it and show you guys, but do you see the amount of peduncles and blooms that this plant has got? They are so pretty. So pretty. I've actually never, they don't really have a smell. No, they don't, but they're so dainty and so pretty. So pretty. So yeah, this was a Hoya linearis. Oh my word, there's so many peduncles. I'm not even going to count. There's a lot. There's a lot. I rescued this last year, and this was honestly a Hoya that I did not think I was going to like. A lot of you guys told me, get this one, get it. I think it was also in my Hoya collection video. And I said, I don't know, I don't really like the foliage. But then I came across this one in a garden center here in Belgium. It was looking very, very sad. You can actually still see at the top that some of the leaves, it's not dropped any leaves. The leaves are still like a little, I don't know if you can see at the top. They're a little bit beaten up. Yeah, this was definitely a rescue. But then I touched this plant and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This plant is soft and fuzzy. And then I also saw that it was going to bloom. So it was full of peduncles. Oh my word, what am I doing here? I'm making a mess. Yeah, it was going to bloom. It was full of peduncles, but it was very sad. So I thought, oh no, this plant is not going to be, wait, I need to fix this. I've done something here. I'm a sucker for a rescue. And when I saw that this beautiful plant was going to flower and it looked so incredibly sad, I was like, okay. I still cannot believe how big this plant is. But it is, like, if you're not sure about the linearis, just do it. Do it. I was very, very against it. Very against it. But it is so soft and it's different than any other Hoya out there. And that's what makes it so amazing. I don't see it first sight any. I mean, there is a lot of, you can see there's like a layer at the top where I've put the good bugs because they come in like a soily vermiculite mix. But it doesn't seem to mind because it's flowering like crazy. It's grown like crazy. I mean, I did get it quite big, yes, but it doesn't seem to mind. I just cannot believe how big this is. I have also heard that people grow this one in lower light. And I think that the foliage would definitely be a little bit darker because mine does look a little bit, not dim, but just not as vibrant, but it doesn't seem to mind considering that it's popping out blooms like crazy. And yeah, it's very happy, very happy. I also underwater this one. All the plants that are hanging up here, because the last three that I've shown you now are ones that are actually hanging on the window, they get underwatered. Any plant that is hanging up and that's taller than or higher than me, and I'm short, is a plant that I forget about. So it does get underwatered. But again, doesn't seem to mind. Otherwise it wouldn't flower like that. And it still looks amazing. I'm sweating from putting those plants back up. Okay, I think those are all of the Hoyas that are down here. No. It's a good thing I turned around. This is my Hoya polyneura. This is actually the second polyneura that I own. I bought this one as a Hoya polyneura variegated. It's clearly not variegated. However, some of the cuttings that I've taken off this plant, they are starting to give me variegation. And it's not like the broget or broget or whatever, where it's like silvery throughout the whole leaf. It's more like splashiness. You see here on this leaf, you can see like slight splashiness. That's coming out in some of the cuttings that I took. I just think it's a regular one, to be honest. It's rooted like, it's in quite a big pot, but I also did this with you guys in a Hoya repot video or something like that. The root system was insane and I wasn't expecting that I had to put it in a big pot. It has kind of slowed down since then. Obviously it's a big pot, it's got to get used to that as well, but it still gives me very consistent growth. It's given me a lot of peduncles as well, but it's never flowered for me. But I just love the new growth of this plant. This one's also known as the fishtail Hoya. It's very clear why, but it's so pretty. It's definitely, I don't know, I want to say it's my favorite species within the Hoya genus, but I don't know. I do love it. I do love it. I mean, I bought a second one because I killed my first one. The first one died because I overwatered it. This is a thinner leaf Hoya, so you do have to be on top of watering a little bit more, but it's not like super, super thin. But anyway, it had root rot and then it also had spider mites. So it went downhill very, very quickly. So yeah, I did unfortunately lose that cutting. I was very sad. So I did go ahead and get a second one, which is this one. And I got it, it was quite small. It's grown quite a lot. It's still looking a little bit awkward. I need to fill it out. I do. But it's doing its thing and it's very happy. Yeah, this is like the only Hoya that I have that grows in quite low light. It's right here. I'll show you. Do you see there? It's right here. So, I mean, the south-facing window is behind me. It is next to a cabinet as well, so it is also getting light from that, but it's definitely considered to be low light. And it, in my opinion, it does prefer that, because I noticed that when I was giving it, when it was on the south-facing window, even when it was behind other plants, the sun was still too intense. Like, it was just still too much for this plant. So I moved it over here and I started noticing the foliage got more darker, which is, you know, what you want with the polyneura. And it seems to like that, but I'm still waiting for this one to bloom. But again, I got it less than a year ago, almost a year. I remember it was in the autumn of last year that I got this one, but it was quite small and it didn't have a huge root system. So yeah, maybe next year, maybe next year. But I think that's all of the Hoya that's down here. I'm gonna get my list, check, and then I'm gonna head upstairs. Okay, it's very small up here, but I don't have any other choice. Yeah, we're in my propagation room. I have a lot of prop bins in here because I've been to a lot of plant markets, which means I've got a lot of new plants. But I wanted to show you, this is primarily where I propagate Hoya as well, and they love it. But I want to show you the new Hoyas as well, obviously. Oh, I see a root. Oh, yay. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Okay, so this is what I mean with, I'm gonna have to bring you guys even closer so you guys can see. This is what I mean with the clemensorium. So this is a clemensorium jungle splash. But this is what I was expecting with the clemensorium, is these big leaves, the veininess, the like robust, just like, I mean, look how thick these are. They are huge. This was one that I actually got as a gift from Aroid Market at the last My Bhutanica that I went to in Hum. Very, very kind of him to gift this to me. And this one is called the Jungle Splash because apparently they took this one out of the jungle. But I heard plants with rose talk about it, but they don't do it in a way of like poaching, or I don't really know how to explain this. I'm probably doing a very bad job of it. But it's called Jungle Splash because it comes from out of the jungle. It's not one that's curated or anything like that. Well, I don't know. But they don't bring harm to the plant and they don't take a lot. So I don't really know. I don't really know how that works. I don't really, anyway, I still feel very lucky to have this, and I'm going to do my absolute best to keep it happy because there's obviously won't be a lot on the market of this specific one because they don't obviously want to go around and taking so many plants out of the jungle, you know, like they need to stay where they came from. But yeah, anyway, this was one long bit and I cut it off and I put it into 2 different sections. And I can see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Anyway, take my word for it. I can see a root there, which will be from this cutting here, which was the top cut. Was that the top cut? Yeah, I think it was. But yeah, I just did that because it didn't really have much of a root system. I noticed that with the plants that I imported from them as well, is that the root system kind of just, you know, the plants struggle, you know, they're imports. They go through a lot. But yeah, I am happy to see that. So I do have it in this prop bin here, just kind of acclimating. It has, however, been 2 weeks, so I can't actually take these out now, but I want to do a video on that, obviously. So I've not done that yet. But what I did want to show you of all of the Flamingo Dreams, just like quick, like he has one tray, he has another tray. I've got plants over there that are potted up, but I can't get to that. Do you see there? Do you see the pinkiness at the back there by my finger? There's that one. Yeah, there's a lot. So those are all the Flamingo Dreams. So I had quite a big full plant, but yeah, I chopped it up because I wanted to, you know, I kind of wanted to start over with this plant and get it like trailing a little bit. So next up is this one. Now I have a couple of this one. When I say a couple, I've got, including this one, I've got 6 in total. I took cuttings off my mom's plant because she's got a huge one. I am gonna grow one out for me and then the rest I will trade or sell. But this is the Hoya Crimson Queen. And you can see, like it's different. It's different to the Flamingo Dream. It's only a slight difference, but it is different. I'm gonna hold it up against the light so you can like see it properly. But yeah, this is such an easy plant, such an easy plant. The Crimson Queen, it's definitely a queen, 100%. It's just such a fast grower. I've got so many babies here. Here's another one. Here's another one. If you're living in Belgium or the Netherlands or in Europe, whatever, and you want one, here's another one. I sell them on tweedehands.be. So that's in English, that's secondhand.be. But yeah, is that one. This one is so cute. This one's quite highly variegated. Look at those baby leaves. It's so adorable. So yeah, that's the Crimson Queen. Love that one. Definitely want to grow one out for me as well. Yeah, I've got a lot of plant. I'm just going to show you this plant because I have behind me over there, that big bin there. That is full of Crassipetiolata. I never get the right way of saying that. I need to water in here really badly. Yeah, that bin is full of them. I then have a bin full of, well, there's not a lot left in there, of Wilbur Graves, Matilde Splash. Oh yeah, bugger. I do need to get to that. Anyway, I'll get to that when I get to it. This one. I chopped up, oh wait. No, that's a cutting. Let me show you the mother plant. I'm gonna have to get up for this. We're in very close quarters here, guys, so if I need to trim my nose hairs, just tell me. This one. So I used to have this one hanging on a north-facing window. This is the Hoya Crassipetiolata. This is the mother plant, but I chopped it up. So this is like the base of it. It's a very, very pretty Hoya. Like, it's very, very pretty. But I really want the super, super splashy version or the variegated version of this, because this is such an easy Hoya. And I feel like I've grown this one out. I mean, these leaves are stunning, stunning. But I feel like this one grows so quickly, and it reminds me of a lot of other Hoyas, so that's why I don't really want to, like, you know what I mean? I've not had enough of it, but it's very similar to other Hoyas that I have. It's rooted very, very nicely. And I did also repot this one recently. It also has got a very satisfying root system. This is also one of those Hoyas that is just so easy. And like I said, that bin is full. I've got more cuttings down here that are already potted up. This is also one that I sometimes throw in an order with as like a freebie, a cutting, because it's a vigorous grower. What am I, oh, it's my watering can. Okay, gotta get up again. Oh, geez, I nearly fell over. Okay, I got this one. Ah! I'm gonna have to get up again. Wait, let's try and do two things at once here. Maybe it works out well, but anyway, I'm gonna try it anyway. This one. So I was sold this one as the Hoya Dikio. It's not. Perfect Hoya, actually, she told me that this is the CV, is it the CV? Viola. CV Viola, I think. When I looked it up, I was like, yeah, that's very clear that that is definitely that one. So thank you for the right ID on this one. But I am going to part with this one because I wanted the Dikio, you know, that's what I bought it for. I also paid quite a lot for that one, actually. I mean, I'm not mad about it because it's a very fast grower. It's a very easy plant. It was actually also almost going to flower for me, but then I decided to chop it up, and I only saw it had a peduncle when I chopped it up. So that's my own fault. But you know, I'm not like in love with this Hoya. It's not one that I feel like I absolutely need because, again, it looks very similar to the other ones that I've got, and it's not the one that I went out to buy. You know what I mean? So that is a bit of a bummer, but I am going to, it's rooted very nice. I don't know if you can be able to see. It's like in a matte pot. You can't see roots there. But yeah, this is the bottom part. So I've cut up all of the rest of the plant because it was big. And I've put them all in prop boxes, stratum, like anyway, I've got room, honestly. And yeah, I will trade or sell cuttings. Maybe I'll sell this one as well. But I mean, I don't know. It does have beautiful leaves. Like, look at the size of that leaf. But again, it's not the one that I wanted, you know? That just irritates me. Okay, I'm gonna put that down here so I don't have to get up again. Well, I do have to get up again, but anyway, this one is all that's left. I mean, look at the size of those leaves. Yeah, that's the Sarawak cream. And I mean, it does. It just looks like a regular Sarawak or latifolia or whatever, but it's the emerging leaves that look very, very cream, and that's why it's called the Sarawak cream. But yeah, that's all that I got left over of those. Very, very pretty Hoya. Very pretty. I mean, those leaves are beautiful. It's also a very fast grower, very, very easy. Also one that never had pests. Oh, it's making an offshoot here. Those baby leaves are so cute. Oh dear, you need to stay in the box though, my dear. But yeah, it's an easy one. I do still technically have it in my collection, but yeah. I don't really like ones in the prop boxes. I just forget about them because it's just so easy. I also don't put holes in my prop boxes because otherwise I couldn't keep up on top of watering with them. So yeah, I'll put that one back there just now. You've seen all of those. No, you've not seen all of those. Hiya. At first I thought, okay, I'm going to bring the Hoyas and I'll bring them into the bedroom. But then I thought, wait a minute, no, the best lighting is in here. Oh. Instead of getting up and down, up and down, up and down, my camera is also going to die like any second. But the newest Hoyas that I got, which if you saw my most recent haul, you would have seen these. Yeah, I got these literally like 2 weeks ago. So this is the Hoya Pandurata Vietnam Splash. It's a very, very pretty one. I love the shape of these leaves. It's so cool. So cool. But yeah, that's that one. Also from Houseplant Joy. Again, I love the mix that she has them in. So I will just eventually... Oh, I can see roots at the bottom. I will just eventually transfer these out of these pots and put them in clear pots just so I can see what's going on. But I can see roots popping out at the top here as well. Do you see there? Do you see there? Roots popping out the top. Yeah, very, very pretty Hoya. Very pretty. I need to change my battery. Okay, I'm just gonna go over these ones a little bit quicker because I did show these recently in my last haul video. This is another coriacea silver. I don't know. Also from Houseplant Joy, but yeah, this one just really took me. That leaf, this leaf, the fact that it's also like actively growing, it was with a trellis and it was only 25 euros. I paid for the 2-leaf cutting off the one that I showed you. Without any roots, I paid 20 euros. So I thought, okay, this one is rooted. It's got a trellis. It's actively growing. I want to pot the two up together because I do really love this one. I love silver Hoya. So yeah, I'll probably put it on this trellis to be fair, but just put it in like a clear pot and put the other one in it with it. But yeah, that's that one. Beautiful. Okay, and then the last two newer ones. This is the Onikoides. I don't know if the right way of saying it. But yeah, I got this one just for the beautiful, like, thick black foliage. I've never seen anything like it. It's just so pretty. I got this off Hoya Greenhouse. But I mean, how stunning is that? So yeah, I got that one. And then this one, oh, it's got a new leaf there, but it's leaning up against the tag. So I'm just going to move the tag a little bit. This one is the species anneke. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. But this one's also really dark, like really, really dark. The veining is so stunning. I mean, just look at that. And it's got a new little leaf here. Oh, that's so exciting. But it's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. So yeah, those two are also new ones. I'm going to put them there for now. I've got more. This is what I mean with this plant was absolutely huge. These are all the viola cuttings. More. Look at those roots. Yeah, Hoyas love this plant stand. Love it. I got Crassipetiolata here. Look at the size of that leaf. It's huge. Those haven't rooted yet, but they're not died, so maybe they'll just take a little bit longer. Then, the next up. This one is, these were cuttings that fell off a plant at work. This is the Hoya pubera. Pubera, I think that's right of saying it. Yeah, these just all fell off a plant at work. Like, we get really, really big ones in at work. I thought, I'm not going to throw that away. I might as well give it a try. I put them all in this jar, and look. I can't even get it all out. Can you see? All those, it's very, but yeah, you can see me moving it. There's a lot of roots in there, Oh my word, I hope I'm not gonna have to break that. Yeah, this algae thing, I'm having an issue with it. It's very high light in here, and plants love it, but when you're doing water propagations, you have to like change it out quite frequently. It's got the cutest little growth, and it's also got a peduncle here. Very small peduncle, but it's a very cute, like, trailing Hoya. It's very, very pretty. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to pot it up. It's got very thick leaves. I'll look up the blooms, I don't know. But it seems to be a very easy one. It's just growing in water and it's doing absolutely great. And then, last up, my last Hoya. I'm gonna have to check my list. This is also, oh dear. I need to restart this plant because it's so unruly. This is my Hoya Crassipetiolata. And this one actually lived in like an outdoor room for most of the year, actually. It is rooted like crazy, as you can see. I need to restart this plant because it's, this was a rescue. This was rescued over a year ago, maybe longer. But yeah, this plant was looking very scraggly and all of the bits at the top, they were kind of like looped over continuously. And yeah, it didn't look the best. So I rescued it. I repotted it. It's still looking like this, but I think I'm just going to take cuttings and start over. This one sun stresses very, very nicely as well. I don't know if you're going to be able to see because it's actually kind of, yeah, it's already died down a little bit. But this one can get like the sigillatus, like super, super purple. And those dainty little leaves are so cute. I was thinking about parting with this plant, but it's one that it just looks so different to all the other Hoyas. And I can really, really appreciate it. And I have been looking at this plant a lot more recently, especially when I put it in the back room in the summer. It loved that spot. But again, I need to put it in a bigger pot and I need to restart with it because if you see how dense it is at the top, it's so knotted at the top. It's just, yeah. It's doing well. I'll keep this as a mother plant, you know, and take cuttings from it. I haven't propagated this one yet, so I guess I'll find out if it's easy or not, but I think it will be, considering it's quite an easy plant. But I just think that foliage is so unique and cool. But yeah, this one sun stresses very, very nicely as well. So yeah, that is the last Hoya. No, it's not. No, it's not. I just thought of another one. This is right next to me here. I was just like thinking. This one. This is actually fitting. I'm finishing with my oldest Hoya. And that's this one. This is my Hoya carnosa. This was the first ever Hoya that I got. I got it in a big hanging basket and I did not get the best advice from the people in the garden center for this plant. Give it low light. Yeah, don't water it very frequently. And I mean, yeah, the watering thing, okay. But it needed a lot more light than I was giving it. And it just wasn't doing anything. And I created my Hoya propagation video around this plant and I propagated it and I still have a whole one of those bins there. One is completely full of cuttings from this one. I've started this plant over so many times. It is so easy, so resilient. However, it is one that if you do have mealybugs in your home, it'll be the first one that gets it. So that's the only thing. And it's very, very irritating. So I do treat this one. I don't have any beneficial bugs in my propagation room because I have a lot of plants downstairs. And honestly, if I had to do that, geez. So I do use a little bit more of a harsher product up here for my plants. Also because these are plants that I'm trading, selling, and I don't want the infestation to get like really, really bad. And this one did have it quite bad at some point. Maybe not as bad as my Matilde Splash had it, but it does get it bad. So yeah, I have been treating it. I don't see any more now, but again, the product that I did use was very, very strong. So I don't think there will be any alive. But yeah, it's a very, very easy one, very hardy. It's just so rewarding to grow. It's got a little bit of splashiness to it as well. It's definitely one that prefers lower light because when I did put it in high light, the leaves did start to bleach very, very quickly. So I keep it in the corner here, like there's a corner here next to me. It does still get light from the, from the plant stand, but it's still low light. It's still like maybe like a meter away from it. These were cuttings that I restarted and it's rooted very, very nicely. But yeah, that is my first Hoya that I ever got. And it is the last one for today's video. I think I will, you know what? I'm just going to create a little bit of a buffer for me. I'm going to say bye to you guys. But if I have any more Hoya, I will insert them now. Did I have to insert them? I hope not. I hope not. But if I counted right, those are 70 Hoya. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I'm going to put on screen because there are 4 new Hoya that I'm going to be getting, and I'm going to be getting them within the next couple of weeks. I've already technically like placed the order, but I still have to pay for it. So it's not been shipped yet. I'm just waiting till payday. But that is the Hoya Silver Dollar, the Hoya Matilde Variegated. You know what? I forgot the other 2 names. I'll put all of the names on screens and pictures and all that, but I will be doing a unboxing and a whole video with you guys and show you which ones they will be. But with those extra 4, that is 70 Hoya in total. So technically right now I only have 66 Hoyas. Maybe by the time you guys see this video, I don't know. I will have 70 Hoya. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. And I also quickly wanted to mention that in my last collection video, there was one Hoya that I mentioned that I don't have anymore. And that is the Hoya gracilis. I don't know the right way of saying that. I ended up giving that plant to my mom. She still has it, still grows really, really nicely. But I just got to a point where I just had too much. I just had too many Hoya. It was quite a big plant as well. It looked very similar to other plants that I had. I wasn't really going through like a cleansing, but I was just kind of like, okay, you need to pick one or the other. You can't have 4 plants that look almost exactly the same. So the gracilis was one that I parted with, but all the rest I still have. I checked. I cannot believe I only had 18 varieties. Now I've got 70. It blows my mind. But anyway, that's the only Hoya that I don't have anymore. I'm not going to ramble on too long because I can see my memory card is almost empty, and that means that I've been talking for a very long time. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, please leave a little flower emoji for, you know, Hoya blooms. It lets me know you watched all the way to the end, and if you did, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it for sticking with me to the end of the video. I know that Hoyas, I have a lot of Hoya followers on my channel, so I know that you guys will appreciate it, but yeah, if there's any Hoyas that I need to get, not need to, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let me know in the comments. If there are any ones that I have that are on your wish list, let me know. Let's just carry on talking about Hoyas in the comments and carry on the conversation, because I could stand here and talk for another good half an hour about them. I really could. But my memory card is almost full. And I don't know if a lot of you are going to be sticking around for a 2-hour video, but anyway. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. Come along with me on the journey. I do a lot of Hoya care videos. I do a lot of Hoya content, actually. I mean, I love them. Otherwise, I wouldn't have 70 different varieties. Leave a comment down below, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and leave that emoji in the comments if you did make it to the end. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.